Hello and welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking. Today I want to challenge you on 1 John chapter 2 verses 28 and 29. And now, dear children, continue in him so that when he appears we may be confident and unashamed before him at his coming. If you know that he is righteous, you know that everyone who does what is right has been born of him. This builds off of what we talked about last week on 2 Minutes with Tim, where we talked about continuing on in Jesus, remaining in Jesus, being committed to the teaching of Jesus, and allowing him to inform our actions, our words, everything we do on a day-to-day basis. This builds on that, and we see that we are supposed to continue in Jesus, to continue pursuing him and following his principles and his teachings and his guidance each day, so that, in verse 28, when he appears, we may be confident and unashamed before him at his coming. Again, we know that Jesus is coming back one day. And we know that he is going to take us, those who are faithful, those who belong to Jesus Christ, those who have been born again and have been disciples of Jesus. He's going to take them to be with him forever. That's our end game, is eternal life with Jesus in a restored relationship with the Father. That is our end game, and we see that here, and it gives us a focus of what we're looking at, what we're striving towards is eternal life with Jesus. We see that, and so then it gives us the focus of how to live our life. We need to continue in Jesus if we want that end game of ours, if we want that goal, that prize that we are striving for, eternal life with Jesus Christ. We have to remain committed to Jesus. We can't expect to live our lives however we want and do whatever we want, and then, oh yay, Jesus comes back and now we get to be with him. No, we are called here that if we want to be confident and unashamed when Jesus comes back, then we have to actually do something. We have to live for Jesus, live a righteous life. Verse 29 shows us that. If you know that he is righteous, you know that everyone who does what is right has been born of him. We have to be righteous, and we can never do that on our own strength. We're never going to be perfect. We're never going to be righteous without Jesus, but with Jesus, with his righteousness, we are able to pursue him daily and become more and more righteous each day, getting a little closer to Jesus, looking a little different each day as we gain that heavenward thinking perspective where we're focused on Jesus and we're not consumed with the things of this world. That's our goal this week. We need to be pursuing Jesus so that we are confident and unashamed when we see him at his coming. That's our challenge this week, and join us next time for another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking.